Well, good evening everybody. I'm Louise Daniels. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I'm situated right in the middle of the UK in Robin Hood country near to Sherwood Forest. Hi Caroline, and tonight I'm really excited because I've got something very special in front of me. I can only show you the cover, but I've also got a selection of our brand new in colours for 23 to 25. Seems a long way away, and I honestly have not stamped with them yet. I am going to give it a go. I'm going to make some cards quite quickly and see what they all look like when we're all stamped together. I'm also going to introduce you to one of our brand new DSPs, which I think will be great fun. Now don't forget to let me know you're watching. If you're watching on a a phone or a tablet, don't forget to click that little love heart, because Facebook likes it, and the more you click that little love heart, for some reason Facebook thinks, oh, this is worth watching, and sends other people to watch it too. So without further ado, I'm going to press my little button and hopefully the screen will change and I will move onto the other camera and I can show you what is in front of me. So let's just see, is it going to go? There we go. So there we go, the brand new annual catalogue for May 2020 through till April next year, and I'm hoping you can see some of the colours. So we've got, this is Berry Burst, some of you will remember that. I can't remember what it's called, something mauve, Moody Mauve. This is Bubble Bath, I like this. This is Lemon Lolly. This is Lost Lagoon and Blueberry Bushel. Now I'm not allowed to do anything more than that, but it's there. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in the actual colours. So we have Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve and Pebbled Path. And for those of you who know me quite well, you know it's going to be certainly quite a challenge to use these. I'd love to know in the comments which is your favourite just by looking at them, because I know which one I really am struggling to fall in love with, but we'll see. So what I've done tonight is I'm going to make, hopefully quite quickly, 5 of the same simple little card. It's based on one that I received from my friend Connie as a swap after the on stage in November. Now I'm not using the same stamps, hi Elizabeth, but I am going to do something fairly similar. The stamps that I've chosen to use tonight for this is the Flowers of Friendship, which I really love. It was one of the first ones I bought out of this catalogue, but sadly it's going. So if you do want a copy, they are still available. I suggest you grab yours now. Don't forget we've got free shipping tomorrow. So without further ado, let's see what colour we're going to start with. So I'm not doing anything special. It is Boho Blue, your favourite so far. Right, well I'm going to see if I can persuade anybody to like all of them. So there we go. I have just a piece of ordinary white basic cardstock. I've cut the first layer in Misty, I don't want to say Misty Mauve, it's not, it's Moody Mauve. And I'm just going to, I'm not, because this is a brand new glue which needs to work itself up. I'm popping one layer on there like so, there we go, and then I've got another layer of basic white and I'm going to stick that one on there like so, there we go. And then I've got the little postage stamp as posted out this one. I'm going to grab the stamp, I'm going to find my Moody Mauve ink. Jury's still out with me. I'm trying, Elizabeth, I really am. And I've just taken the flower from the set and I'm just going to stamp randomly on there. I'm going to, hopefully, the only thing I haven't got anywhere near me, so it's going to be glued on. I was going to use dimensionals, but I haven't got any out the packet. And then I'm going to use, that's going to go on there, so the ink does coordinate, which is quite nice. I'm going to bring in the thank you for everything, which is here. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to pop that underneath just here. You can see where I'm aiming for, just slightly off centre. And I am going to just use there's a long strip of flowers, but I'm literally just going to pop it on the block like this. So I just hopefully see if I can do it. I don't know whether I can, I haven't practiced this bit. I just want to ink. I might just do it this way because I think I can see me getting myself into a mess. This is a post-it note. I just want to see if I can just get that one. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that, Louise. Right, so here we go, and I'm just going to glue the little one on down there. And the idea is just to showcase our colours. And the one thing I do like in this kit are these gorgeous gems. These are the in coloured dots, and when I find me Watsity Doobrey, these are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to pick up one, big one, little one. There we go. So which colour shall I do next? Shall I do wild wheat, copper clay, pebbled path or boho blue? Let me know in the comments. There we go. So there it is in Moody Mauve. And I'll just clean off my stamps. Hi Katie, these are the new in colours. We're just done, that's Moody Mauve. I want to know which colour to go with next. Anybody got a preference? Boho, pebbled, wild wheat, boho blue. Right, so let's do, well, wild wheat, funny enough, is at the top of my pile. So there we go, exactly the same. Piece of white cardstock. I am going to glue, and if you're in my customer list in the next few weeks, you'll get one of these. It might come with your catalogue, all sorts of uses. The more I use this one, this is the weird one because this is the one I didn't think I'd like at all, I'll be perfectly honest, but I have been playing with it, the card, and it is actually quite interesting. So there we go, close up my Moody Mauve, wild wheat, here we go, wild wheat stamp. I know what it reminds me of. So I just need to open it up, grab my little postage stamp thing, go for it. Oh yeah, like so, and let's glue the, hi Joanna, we're just playing with the in colours. I'm making 5 cards, all the same style, design, in the 5 new colours if I can, and I'm using the Forever Friends set just because I can before it retires. I've got a bit excited there with my glue. I told you it's a new glue. For those of you who do order, there is free shipping tomorrow. It would be a good time to stock up on all your essentials, so your basics, your card, white card envelopes, glue, because obviously we all use those. That's not straight, but never mind, we'll have a go. And as I say, I really do like these dots. I like the fact they're 3 different sizes. I like the fact they're shimmery but not too in your face. There we go, so we've got 2 so far. What am I going to do next? Pebbled path, copper clay or boho blue? Anybody mind? Copper clay, pebbled path or boho blue? I think Katie said boho blue, so we'll do that one next, and then we'll fight over copper clay and pebbled path. So let's close that one up. So that was Wild Wheat. Let's find the boho blue one. There's boho blue. So this is a really pretty blue. It's something that I think we have needed for a little while, in my humble opinion. I think it's a really nice baby blue if you do baby cards for people. If you have friends who might need you to make something special like that. So again, it's just an ordinary white basic card base with another white layer. Copper clay is next. Okay, so poor old Pebbled Path is down at the bottom of the pile. Does this indicate which one we don't like? Or just the one we can't imagine? The thing is, as I say in the title of this thing, change is good, and introducing a whole lot of colours. My next thing is going to be having a bit of fun and seeing what they combine with. And for those of you who are interested, so there we go. So I'm just using the same little flower. Oh yes, it's pretty stamp this. Pretty blue this. Definitely my favourite so far. And oh, I haven't put the sentiment on. In May, my focus for my workshops will be the in colours, and we'll be playing with combining them with some existing colours to see what we can create, which might be quite interesting. Oh yes, no, definitely love this blue. Love this colour. Love, love, love. My favourite so far. Going quite quickly, hopefully. You get the gist. I think it's quite interesting to see how they all... Oh yes, this is... See what I mean about that being a proper blue? I think we've needed one of these. It's not a... I've got an awful lot of blues, mind, in the new catalogue. Or bluey shades, aqua-y shades, which I don't mind. Oh, go down. There we go. It is a very nice colour. Thank you, Joanna. I'm just having, as I say, I'll show you in a minute, those of you who came on a little bit later, where the inspiration. So, copper clay, that happens to be the next one in my bundle. Here we go. So it's an ordinary basic white card base, 10.5 in the UK centimetres by just shy of 15. A mat which is 9.5 centimetres by 13.9 centimetres. That goes on there. I quite in this light I quite like these, and thank you. We're all liking the boho blue, definitely. In it goes, on it goes. Let's get the, oh, inky, I forgot to clean my inks. If you haven't got a chamois as well, you definitely need to find one of these. These are great fun. And we'll pop that on there. We'll get the copper clay. And as I say, if you haven't already, if you don't mind hitting that little love heart button on your phone or your tablet, it just wakes. Oh, I actually quite like this colour too. It's quite an interesting colour because it's nicer than cinnamon cider, that is for sure. I'd love to see how it goes with the new pecan pie, but that will be to come. There we go. What am I doing? Gluing. Gluing onto just a little tiny piece of, these little pieces are 6 by 4 centimetres if you wanted to do the same. And as I say, it was a lovely card that Connie sent me for on stage, because obviously we couldn't be together because she's in Canada. Oh, I've got ink on me, so my blobs are going elsewhere on this one. Oh, what a shame. Oh well, I'll ignore those, just ignore those blobs up there, because I want to make them look all the same. How did I do that? Even the best of us get ink everywhere. Probably because I need to slow down a bit. I actually love this colour. Come here. Not going to have it. There we go. So there's the brown. And finally, we're going to do Pebbled Path, which is very definitely grey. I don't mind who's trying to tell me that this is anything other than grey. It's grey. Not quite sure. I haven't compared it to basic grey. I think it's more of a browny grey, so it's a warmer grey. There we go, there's one. Yes, well, this is the idea, Katie, that I'm actually introducing everybody to them so you can actually see them in use, because it's so much easier. And then, as I say, you will get an email, but in May the focus of all my workshops will be to use these in colours. Anybody who comes along or wants a kit will get some spots with the in colours on, so you can have a play with all of them. Some DSP, other bits and pieces to go with them, and then we'll come along and we'll combine them with some of the other colours. I'll just try it with the grey. This would be really good for special cards that needed a silver, because it's quite a silver. It's strange, I don't know whether you can see it. It's quite a silvery grey. I don't want to get any more ink on me. Right, so this is Pebbled Path, last one, and then keeping an eyeball on the time, hoping to be able to get the other ones done as well that I've designed for tonight. So I just need to grab the sentiment. As I say, this is a retiring set, so if you do like the stamps, I'll show you the other ones in it in a minute. Do get online and grab yourself a bargain, because it has been reduced. I like the sentiments. Thank you for everything. It also says many thanks for all that you do, and there's another one that says little card, big thanks. So there we go. So I'll bring them all back in a second, and you can see there are the 5 in colours: Pebbled Path, Copper Clay, Moody Mauve, Wild Wheat, and definitely my favourite, Boho Blue. I'd love to know which one you like best. So we've got Copper Clay, Moody Mauve, Boho Blue, Wild Wheat, or the grey. So that's for those first ones. I'll just pop those behind me. And then the other thing I wanted to introduce you to was one of the brand new DSPs, which is the Cheerful Daisies, and you'll see that these have got lots of the new colours in them. I won't bore you witless by looking at them all. They're double-sided, they're plain on the back. I like the Boho Blue, Elizabeth. But what I've done with these is they're designed to correspond with the in colours. So I've taken a piece of the cardstock this time. I've chosen the DSP from, they're growing on me, try playing with them. DSP from the Cheerful, Fresh as a Daisy DSP, this is called. That is the Moody Mauve. I've then cut a strip of, on the back of it is the Wild Wheat, but I'm going to place that across the middle like so. I am going to grab the Moody Mauve ink and a block, and let me just take that out of the way, and I'm going to have this sentiment here, which I'm hoping does fit on that. Yes, it does. Just need a block. The DSP is beautiful, Katie, and this is one of my favourite stamp sentiments. It's also from there. I've just done that one in brown, so let's turn it over and do it in Moody Mauve, shall we, Louise? In fact, I didn't think I'd do it in brown, I did it in grey. What did I do that for? That's why you need to label up your ink pads before you get going, because they all look the same under this light. There we go. So this is Moody Mauve. There we go. And I'm just going to clean this little flower off here. I think I'm just going to try it on the other side, see if I like it. No, I'm just going to simply pop it on like so. Life is better with friends like you. I think I could say that to every one of you that's watching me tonight. Very definitely. There we go. Do love these gems. I feel another purchase coming on. I think I have to wait for the next catalogue. I think we're only allowed to have one on pre-order. Go down there. So there's one. Very quick and simple. Just a piece of DSP. Obviously I would line it and put some flowers in. Let's see what I've got next. So we've got the Pebbled Path. Was interesting because I suddenly spotted, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute, in the paper there is a patchwork effect piece. Brilliant for scrapbooking, but you'll see in a minute, you'll notice I've cut some of these out to create pieces to put onto the front of the cards. So you've got like a scene here, you've got some daisies, you've got some, this is white and boho blue and the copper clay. So hopefully you can see that, but you'll see, I'm just going to turn it round because I don't want to keep everybody. So I cut the back of the one that is like that, which gives you a Pebbled Path background. You'll see in a minute, like so. Very grey on grey. But from that patchwork piece, I've cut out the pale piece, which is still the same. It's the same grey. It's just slightly paler, and I'm going to just pop that in the middle like so. They're sort of washed effect. They're very clever. And then this is the back of the one that's got boho blue on it. Thank you, Katie. But I'm also going to put a piece of the yellow across the middle. Just been playing basically. There we go. That's going across there. And then on the top, I'm just going to use my bone fold and just make sure all of this is gluing on, because that's not straight. There we go. And I'm just going to pop that on there like so. And then let me see what little sentiments we've got in this pocket. I'm hoping, is that one going to fit on there? Oh, I'm going to have to readjust my card direction. It still works, which is the beauty of Stampin' Up. This is another sentiment from the set. Little card, big thanks. And ordinarily that can just go on there, slightly offset. And then I'm going to bring in some, I love the flowers. I thought these might be a bit of fun. I'm going to put these down here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm hoping one or two of you have actually also found my YouTube channel, because I've started doing some little shorter ones on there with just a few of the products. There we go. So that's a grey one. Hope you can see that one. Just need to stick that down a bit more. Oh, I simply can't close that one. That can go over there. Right, let's see what else have we got here. Oh, the wild wheat is another one. That's a really lovely one. I'm literally just going to show you. I've cut that from the patchwork piece, so it's Moody Mauve on the back if you wanted a plain purpley piece. And then it is just that piece with the daisies. And all I think that one needs is a sentiment across it in the wild wheat. That's just, oh, how my inks in you. Where is it? This is a stamp from another set. Another old favourite actually. I just thought it went nicely with this card. Let's just see if I can fit it on. It's birthday cheers all around. Your wish list is growing. Oh dear. Well, as I say, we've got free shipping tomorrow, Katie, so, and sadly you can't get any of these yet, but you just have to know. Let me close that one up out the way. This is beautiful, and just going to pop that down the bottom like so. I noticed a post, I think it was one of the American ladies, she challenged herself to see how many cards she could make from one pack of, well, like half a pack of this DSP, and I think that might be another class idea, because it genuinely is so much fun. I just love these little dots being in 3 sizes. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So there's a third one. 2 to go. Oh, I'm not doing badly. I'll try and keep these to half an hour, because I'm sure you've had enough of listening to me. There's the gold one. You see, it's not too bad at all. And I'm going to do the copper clay one next to last. So I've taken, yeah, great class idea. I think it'd be great fun. We'll just have some of the DSP. I'm trying to keep the glasses down in price this year, so I don't want to show you the back of that too much, because you'll see why in a minute. But this is copper clay. It's one of the well, the free shipping, the reason it's in picking, Lorraine, is they are working their socks off. But if I tell you, on April the 4th they had over £2.5 million worth, or $1 billion worth of orders, more than they were expecting, and they are all working shifts. They are all doing everything they can to get it out. We then got Easter, which is their own daft fault, but they are coming through. I put one in 3 days ago, and that's on its way. So what I've done is a copper clay, and I've then taken a little strip of the boho blue like so, and in fact I'm going to place it, let me see, because then one of the papers has the big daisies on, and I've just punched a circle, and I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. I think I might put it, actually, I might turn the card. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the card. I'm going to turn the card that way. I'm going to put I love the copper clay. I'm going to pop it on there like so. I'm going to glue, oh look, that's pretty peacock on the back of there. I'm going to pop that on the back of that one like so, and then I'm going to, I've lost the strip of paper that I just had, there it is, a little bit of whatever, yeah, I thought it would. I'm going to have, what's this one say? Thank you for everything. I like that. Let's clean that one off so I don't stick it in the wrong colour. It's all getting a bit chaotic. We're nearly there. I've nearly managed it. Right, let's keep going. Copper clay. Copper clay. Little bit of everything. Snips, I've lost them. How is it possible to lose your snips, Louise? I'm going to fishtail this one by snipping, snipping, and snipping, and oh! Just also wanted you to realise that I appreciate that everybody is having to tighten their belts, but it is possible with just some paper and some ink and some card to remember that that's what we actually do. This is what we're good at, is making cards. And I'm going to pop these, oh, where am I going to pop these? I'm going to pop these down here, and then my very favourite one will be last. Thank you ever so much for watching. As I say, I hope you're enjoying it. There we go, there's the copper clay one. And why I didn't want to show you the back of this one, that's the copper clay back, but look what, if I turn it over, look at this. Isn't that pretty? I think that is really, really lovely. Now if I'd had the ribbons, which I don't yet, you could add ribbon to these. I don't honestly think it needs an awful lot of anything. It's just really pretty and very, very simple. I love the daisies. I haven't decided whether I want the bundle yet, but I do like this paper. So easy, so simple, and definitely, as I'm talking, as I've just said, a definite class idea. I'm going to just grab my postage stamp punch and a piece of white card, pop one of these out, and I'm going to pop that down the bottom. What I'm also going to do, somewhere behind me, hopefully, yeah, there we go. Oh, can't get hold of it. There's a scrap of the copper clay. I'm going to do my technique of, let's see if we can make it work. So I'm going to grab this one, and actually I just need to clean this off. Yes, it would be amazing. Right, let me just try this one in colours now. Well, as I say, Lorraine, you're welcome to join my May workshop and just have an inked spot of each one. There will be information coming out, and I will explain to everybody what I'm waffling on about, but I just thought it would be an easier way, and I'm just going to just put a bit of glue and stagger that so you get a bit of a shadow of the brown, because obviously you can see the brown dots on the daisies, like so. And I hope I've inspired one or two of you. Oops, let's just, come on you. Stick you down. Stick you down straight, behave, there we go. And stick you down there. And then I just need to find my little boho blue blobs. Try saying that one quickly. Boho blue blobbies. 1, 2, and the tiny one. And I'll bring them all back in. I'll move all these stamps out of the way. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed making those very quickly this evening. So we have the boho blue and copper clay. We have pebbled path. We have wild wheat, moody mauve, and copper clay. I hope you agree. They're really, really pretty. I'm very pleased with how they've turned out. I hope you've enjoyed watching me craft this evening, but it's been a lot of fun. As I say, if you've enjoyed these, do let me know in the comments. Don't forget to keep clicking that love, and I will be back. Yes, I will be back next Tuesday. I'm not quite sure what I shall be doing next, but thank you for sharing this with me. I genuinely hadn't opened those inks till today. I might be doing some of the new colours and some of the new core colours, because I can just give you a very quick sneak preview. One or two of you eagle-eyed, I will just hold them up in front of me and fan them out. I have got all sorts of colours here, and maybe I'll have a play with these next week, but I really do love all of these. And don't forget, of course, if you haven't got your catalogue yet and you want a catalogue, do get in touch, send me a message, and one of these will be on its way to you soon. So take care, thanks for watching, stay safe and carry on crafting. This free shipping is definitely worth doing if you've got a few more bits that you wanted. There will be a little bit of a delay, but you know what, we've all got stuff to get on with. Thank you very much, take care, see you soon, bye.